Good morning everyone. Today I brought not only one but two friends to the foreshore with me. So here is my Thames Laser Scout, and I have a new headphone which I shall try at some point today. And I also brought my XPDLs with the elliptical coil. So let's see if they make wonder today. So wish me good luck, and there we go. I find the elliptical coil quite tricky, quite challenging here because of the environment. You have all kinds of signals coming from all kinds of corners. You see there is a metal there, so I'm getting a very sharp signal there, but at the same time I'm getting signals coming from all angles. So there is one there, there is one here, there is another one there. So it's quite tricky to use this machine here. So you need quite a bit of experience. So you need to spend a bit of time, because obviously the number here on the I forgot the name, would actually indicate that it could be something potentially good, but sometimes, you know, it can be just a nail or a button. Like I have a good signal here because my ears are used to certain kind of sound, and I associate those sounds with good finds that I've had in the past. But anyway, I find this quite tricky, quite challenging here on the foreshore. I tend to use this machine here in farmlands where there are less metal scattered on the ground. So if you have a signal, you just dig, and then it could be something good or it could be nothing. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the Thames Laser Scout, when you are detecting on the Thames foreshore, it goes over an object which has metal in it, and then it tells you that the object is there somewhere. But if the object is just a little bit further away from where you are standing, you don't really get that signal there. Whereas from this machine here, I can get signals coming from my right hand side, left hand side, and all sorts. So it can be quite confusing if you are starting metal detecting. Anyway, let's see what I can find today, and let's see who wins the game today, the XPDLs or the Thames Laser Scout. Okay, a signal here with my XPDLs, and unfortunately my pinpointer has run out of power, so I can't actually pinpoint the object, which is somewhere here. So when that happens, I have to jiggle with metal detector and see what I can find here. So it could be here. I'll leave that there. And filming at the same time doesn't help, does it? So let's see. Yeah, it's definitely in these area here. So it could be this. Yeah, it's this thing here. But unfortunately it's just sort of metal. Because I can't see what it is. It's probably the top of a toothpaste container. So because I don't know what it is, so that goes in my bag, so I can check it out properly later. And I'm doing the cleaning of my finds. So I'll carry on. Let's see what I can find. I've got a few finds here, which we're gonna go through that in a minute. But I also found that, and it came out from this hole here. The other bits came out from this entire area here, but this one here does look very much like a Roman because of the thickness of the coin. So we're gonna give it a wash now together with the other lot here, and then see what we can reveal today. But that was a very good start with the Dales. Okay, so let's see what we can find out. So I'm gonna place them all here on this very old brick. And I'm gonna start with this one here because it looks promising. It could be a Roman. As I said, you know, it looks quite thick, and the size and everything indicates that it could be. I'm not saying it is. Now I have my doubts. So I'm not sure. I will have to do an electrolysis. That's not a fish, by the way. So that's definitely a keeper. I'm not sure it's a Roman, although it does feel like it, but it will have to be investigated by electrolysis. So that goes back in my bag, and I'm going to move next to the end of the handle of probably an old spoon, which looks like there is a bit of a hole mark there. So again, let's check that out. But it's most probably silver plated, but it has a hole mark, which is a good find. So back in my bag, and these are the three finds here. This is a button, Y button. Here are some details there. Excelsior, I think. And I think it's 5p, 5 pence of our late Queen Elizabeth, I think. Plus 1p. So these coins are going to be a very old 1p coin, 1960. That's really nice. Oh, it's a 6 pence. Oh, that's nice. You see how wrong I was? That's amazing. See, always keep a find regardless. Don't ignore even 1p coins. So that's a 6 pence. 1960 of Queen Elizabeth II. Quite pleased with that. And this thing here, I'm not sure what it is. I thought initially it was a musket ball, but it's not. But I'll check it out as well. And let's carry on. And now the latest count. I have a new headphone. You see, you have to go slowly with this coil here, and you can't really go like that. You have to go in a very small circle. See, I can't hear a thing from anywhere, but when there is a metal on the ground, the coil would tell me that there is something there. So far I have not actually heard any noise. So I've just noticed there's a metal here. You see it there. So when it goes right over it, and then it tells me that there is something there. Whereas the expedals, by now I would be having signals coming from all kinds of angles here. So this is the difference between this machine and the other one. So it's one of those things, you either like it or you hate it. But I suppose you have to try. And if you can afford maybe to have both, you know, it's a good idea, because then you can use one at a time. And but the more you practice it, obviously the more you learn in terms of what you actually should do with this particular machine and with the other one. The positive side of the other one is that because there are lots of signals, so you tend to dig more, whereas this one here, for instance, I've been doing this now for the last couple of minutes, and I haven't actually heard anything whatsoever apart from that metal we saw earlier. So anyway, here it goes. If there is any signal here, I'll stop and I'll film something. Right, I finally had a signal here, and as you can see, there's a coin there. You might argue that, you know, I've explored the area with the XP Dales quite a bit, so nothing was actually left behind. So I only found one find with the Laser Scout, which, yes, obviously I should have explored different areas with both machines, one at a time, and so forth. Anyway, as you can see, that coin wasn't actually on the surface, was probably 1 inch dip. So if the coil goes right over it, you can hear that. But if I'm detecting here, and if the coin is there, it doesn't actually take me there. So that's the advantage or disadvantage of whatever you want to call it, of this 4-inch coil and the elliptical coil. And obviously both machines are different, completely different. The other one is probably 5-6 times the price of this one here. Hence, you know, it has other things that this one hasn't got, which means you can change the programs, whereas this one here, there is no program, it's only one. You switch the machine on, and that's all you got. I'm trying to focus my find, and it's a George 6. Half penny. So there should be a date there. think it says. Perhaps. Anyway, so if I'm now comparing the number of finds that I had today with the Thames laser scout, there was only one in comparison to the Expediros, which was a few more. But that gives an idea, how the machines work here on this domain.